Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to another movie review. Um, and it's been a while since I've been reviewed on this series, so I'm getting back to it. I'm back to reviewing the Land Before Time films, the film series. The last I did was from a while back. Was the number two, The Great Valley Adventure. I really did, which was my all time favorite sequel. You know, and Now it's been a while, so now I'm moving forward on to entry number three, Land Before Time: The Time of the Great Giving, released in once again released directed video because it was only the first one that was released in theaters. From then on, all the rest were directed video. But it was released in December 12th, 1995. Roy Allen Smith once again comes back and directing like he did for the second film. Um, and on IMDb as a 5.4, which is if I remember, I think if I remember that about number two, I think it was in the fives ish, but I think this one is a bit lower, I think number two was like 5.6 or 5.5. I remember it's been a while, so. But anyway, getting to number three, The Time of the Great Given. Getting right into the story because there's not much to talk about the reception, So, it opens up with Littlefoot, with his friends. They're playing, they're playing, with a game, and then they end up getting bullied by these three other young dinosaurs named Hip, Nod, and Mutt. And which also the three of them later appeared in an episode in the Land Before Time series. It tells them that they're bullying them, telling them they're too small, and which later in the when they get bullied again, they sing that Hip sings that song, when you are big, And then there's another earthquake, which is like a meteor shower. Some of the meteors hit Earth, and there's one big one that hits like behind this mountain, and then later, like the next day when they're all drinking the water, then all of a sudden the waterfalls stop, and then they all start panicking, about the water, because without the waterfalls, they have no water, So everybody is panicking, and Sarah's father, because their species is always the most egotistical thing in that tries the three horns are better than everybody, and he gives them, because he starts like taking charge, like we should not waste water, everyone will take their turn, and especially like he starts blaming everybody, blaming all the other species, like this species does this, or this species does that, more with this water, and everyone's fighting over it, So, but at first the children, they don't know what's going on until they later learn. Um, they want to set out. But they want to go out and find what's happened to the water, And then once they get bullied once again, by Hip and his two friends. Then they sing that song, "When You're Big," and so while this is going on, Sarah's father, tells Sarah, you don't hang out, you should not hang with your friends anymore, especially Littlefoot, he's a bad influence, But then Sarah, doesn't like that, she goes and runs away, But that was that one night where she tells him that. Then while they're all searching up for what's happened to the water, when they meet with the bullies again, that they start running toward they start running away, and then they end up in the mysterious beyond, and then they see where where that big meteor hit behind the mountains. They made like this big crater and all this water's in it, and more water to the sides, and there were when there's this big rock slide that's blocking all the water, which caused the water to stop. That's what's blocking it. Um, but before they do that, there was lighting that struck a tree, because without the water, everything's all dried up, and everything catches on fire easily, And when Littlefoot's grandfather, tells him we should head upwind, it's the best, it's safer. But of course, Sarah's father, thinking he's, still better, than everybody, he goes being like an idiot, his ego getting the best of him, he goes downwind, which he's wrong, of course. Forces to take Sarah with him, But then Grandpa Lognett, he follows them. He follows them to get them out of there, while the others get to safety. And once they do get to safety, Littlefoot tells him that there is water, and then the grown-ups get in another big argument once again, because starting with Sarah's father thing. Well, luckily I had a plan, which another one said, yeah, the one that got you killed almost got killed in that fire, And while the grown-ups are arguing again, Hip and his two friends, Nod and Mutt, decide to go find water for themselves. As they get into the mysterious beyond, and Hip finds this water puddle, and he thinks it's water, but it's really a tar pit. He starts sinking, but then Littlefoot and the others they help pull him out. And when the grown-ups find them, and then Hip's father, he's the one he found that why he's bullying others is because he's getting like the same like abuses like that his father's giving. He's treating him harshly, But Sarah's father tells him, realize what he done. He says, no, you should not yell at your kid like that, But then Mutt, he's pointing out the mysterious beyond, but they all are surrounded by a pack of velociraptors. And they start attacking them, and the grown-ups trying to fend them off, And as Olaf and his friends, they with the Hip's father, they run away to try to get separated from the raptors, And they see a cliff up, they see them up above. They don't know what's going on. And then the cliff collapses, and all of them all fall down, Littlefoot's grandfather or Sarah's father, and the other grown-ups as well. But the velociraptors, they get up really quickly. They start attacking them. But the grown-ups, they recover as well, and they start fending off all the raptors as well. And they're on top of the rock slide where it's blocking the water, and they start pushing this big rock, and all of a sudden all the water pressure starts bursting out. Then all the water has been released back down the river, back down the waterfalls. So, but then the velociraptors, they're stuck on the other side. They can't get to them. And now what they all have learned, they have to learn to share, The time of the great given, That's what they name the time of the great given. And there's they have enough water, including all the water extinguished the fire that was burning, And so they start feeding what's left of the green of the plants, whatever's left is what's green for them, and they start giving some to each other, sharing, which they say sharing, and calling it the time of the great given. So this one I think is a pretty short review, because I'm doing it as shortly as I can because I don't want to go into too many parts, under 15 minutes, So I just explained it as briefly as I can. It may seem like I rushed through it though, but I got most of the main details of the story done. But yeah, I do enjoy this. I do enjoy the sequel. It's another good sequel, and the characters once again they're fine. Um, they get the time learning how to share. And this is not a long film at all. It's only an hour and 11 minutes. Like just before when the credits roll, I think it's like about within under an hour. And it's under within an hour and 10 minutes. So it's a short film. It's not that very long. Like I said before, I enjoy the series. I enjoy all the stories, but for the most part, how I pick the favorites, I would say it was like 1 through probably all the way up to 6. Which I consider as the favorites in the series. I'll pick, let's say, as one. It's probably like maybe I'll mostly say 1 through 5, but I would say 6 as well because I also really enjoy that one. The rest of the series, the rest of the film series I enjoy as well though, but I just pick as my favorites is pretty much like 1 through 6. So yeah, The Land Before Time, The Time of the Great Given, good sequel, and another good sequel, and although there was a bit on the reception, there was like a small bit right here. I'm reading right here. It said in a brief entertainment weekly review, this guy named Michael Sauter criticized the film, criticized some modernisms in the dialogue, but said that Littlefoot and his friends still retain their youthful charm. So the characters are still, like said, the characters he said are still good though, but he's said criticized like some of the dialogue, which I don't see. I don't see what's wrong with the dialogue, So this is my review of the Land Before Time Part 3, The Time of the Great Given. May not see much of a review because I probably rushed through because I don't want to go into as many parts as I can though. But if anyone has seen if anyone has seen the film, you pretty much know the story yourself. If anyone doesn't, just go and check out the film yourself. So get your take on it. But like I said, I enjoy the sequel, and hopefully next time I'll get to the other sequels soon. Because last time I reviewed the second film, I think it was like back in February. I think it's been quite a while. So, but I'll surely get to more of the sequels soon. So, so anyway, that's my review for The Land Before Time 3, the Part 3, The Land Before Time 3, The Time of the Great Given. Like I said, good sequel once again. Thanks for watching, take care, and stay tuned for the next movie review. Later.